Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here. Welcome to part 21 of the Dark Souls 3 full playthrough walkthrough. In this section of the walkthrough, we're going to go through the Ringed City. We're going to defeat two bosses. We're going to defeat the Spear of the Church, or the Church Spear. I actually forget the NPC's name, but it's a sort of like an old monk style fight if you're familiar with Demon Souls. Very similar to that. We're going to do the offline version though, and then immediately after that we will fight Slave Knight Gael. And Slave Knight Gael is sort of like the final story boss of Dark Souls 3 and the Dark Souls series in general, but there is one more sort of optional boss to fight, which is Dark Eater Midir. It's one of the best dragon fights Dark Souls has ever seen. That will be in the next section of the walkthrough, so if you're looking for that fight, that'll be next time. For now, we're doing the sort of story bosses through the Ringed City. Okay, I'll show you my character stats. Currently level 106. 35 Vigor, 28 Endurance, 23 Vitality, 40 Strength, 15 Dex, 10 Intelligence, 30 Faith, 7 Luck. I'm trying to get to 35 Faith so I can use Lightning Stake. Okay, so we left off last time after defeating the Demon Prince. So let's go there now. Actually, I don't want to get invaded in the Ringed City, so let's go die. Yeah, I want to... Normally, I would just, Dark Sign and just deal with it, but 21,000 souls is basically a third of a level for me at this point, so I don't want to, I guess maybe more like maybe 2/5 of a level at this point. So I'm not going to just Dark Sign out and forego the souls. We'll do it the long way. Just drop off this cliff and then walk back up. Something else I want to mention, this is sort of like, in a way, this is the end of Dark Souls as we know it. And I said this in the previous walkthrough, but I honestly gotta think that the Ring City DLC is like, I don't know, like perfect Dark Souls, especially the Ring City section. There are so many enemies and concepts and environments and storylines that sort of converge here in this area. And it just makes for a wonderful experience. The DLC for Dark Souls 2 is some of the best in the series as well. But Ring City really brings it home, literally. Okay, so from the Demon Prince Bonfire in the Dragkeep, we're going to walk to the path that in Dark Souls 1 sort of brought you to the Kiln of the First Flame. And there was a treasure on a corpse here that I picked up in the previous part of the walkthrough, but it's the small envoy banner. So let's go ahead and read that. It's a key item. The small banner used by envoys of Great Lord Gwyn in the days of yore. Face the ringed cliff and hold the banner high to summon facilitators of transport. For the pygmies who took the Dark Soul, the Great Lord gifted the Ringed City, an isolated place at World's End, and his beloved youngest daughter, promising that he would come for her when the day came. So, fans of Dark Souls 1, get ready, because this area is sick with lore. Alright, so we just press X to trigger the cutscene. And I'm going to let this play out, because this is similar to, the Anor Londo moment of Dark Souls 1, where it's like, oh my god, it's gorgeous. So, let's just watch it. So here it is, the Ringed City. The Ringed City is this huge place, but it's literally inside of a ring. So if you look here, this is all cliff at the edge of the world. So you gotta explore that a bit. There's a bonfire here for us to check out. And then there's an NPC here as well. Let me just light the bonfire, and then we'll talk to the NPC.
Hark! They brought thee here, did they not? Dost thou the gods serve, or merely that role affect?
I just want to double check what this guy's dialogue options are. Serve the gods, just pretending. Okay. So, let's go to just pretending. You get more dialogue out of him there.
Yes. Yes, of course. How wouldst one such as thee do service to the gods? I have intimate knowledge of thy kind. I know thy want. The dark soul, is it not? Why else wouldst one deign to visit this dung heap? Give rest to thy falsity. I would be an ally to thee. If it is the dark soul thou desirest, then seek Filianore's church at the base of the cliff. There wilt thou the sleeping princess waken. Her slumber is a deceit, a lid covering an overgrown privy, a prop to keep thee from the dark soul of thine desire. Worry not, I am a true friend to thee. If thou art yet human, the urge will soon begin to swell, to curse the gods and bring ruin upon this accursed heap of dung. Now, yearly to Filianore's church at the base of the cliff to rouse the sleeping princess, if thou yet the dark soul desirest.
Alright. So, not much is known about this guy. It's speculated that he is a pygmy and has been outcast from the city since he's sort of on the far end of it. Alright, so this bridge is quite interesting. There is a gentleman over here that we will need to kill. And he can summon, I guess you want to call them, not ghosts, but shades, maybe, of archers. And so you got to use the gravestones along the bridge in order to defend yourself from them. But what we can do first is actually... Oh, there he goes. Never mind. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill him first. And then we'll worry about it. Alright. So let's run over here. And he will consistently, like, keep getting up and getting up and getting up. So, we're going to deal with this sort of challenge first. So these guys shoot 3 times. And then we want to tuck in here really quick. Great. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to run off in a sec. Right. I'm just trying to align myself to the correct spot. Do the same thing here. Tuck in. There is this guy here. He has a shield. He can parry you. Alright. Let's just wait for him. Alright, so this hint here is very helpful. We can actually just drop off here, so I'm just going to wait for the archers. One more cycle. Oh, this guy's coming to greet us, so we'll wait for him. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to heal to full. Then we'll drop. Oh my god. Shameful. It's okay. We're right here anyway. It's all good. So you drop in here, and then Right. Okay, I swear there's like an armor set over here, but maybe I'm wrong. Alright. Might be on the other side of the stairs. Let's try this again. Yeah, so this guy just woke up. I'm going to wait for him again, just because these guys can drop onto you, and I don't want that to happen. Dropping onto that platform below is really just like step one of this escape. There's a crystal lizard over here. Oh my god. Alright, very good. Cool, so you at least get a moment of quiet, which is nice. Grab this, Soul of Crestfallen Knight. And now it's time to challenge that big dude. Really cool. If you just like look at this place, it's just so awesome looking. And you can actually see treasures down here too. So this is actually all loaded, which is nice. Anyway, sorry, stop staring down in there. This game just excites me so much. Alright, so we're gonna come up here, and then we gotta very carefully navigate this. So there's a set of gravestones here for us. Pretty sure this will keep us safe. Yeah. Yikes. Alright. So what we gotta do is we gotta rush up there. You don't have to kill this guy. It's completely 110% optional. But you know we don't play with that, so... Oh, that was supposed to be a shield. Oh god. Just keep avoiding these guys. They shoot 3 times each. Oh no. Right. You can also summon these knights. They do go away. So basically, once you get close, he's much easier to deal with. There you go. Watch out, though. This guy stays around until he's done with his animation, so... Okay, very good. So you get a Divine Blessing, Titanite Chunk, and then that's kind of it for that guy. You know what's kind of funny is I cannot actually remember if that's a kill once enemy. Okay, I'm not going to go there just yet. Instead, we're going to loot everything on the bridge. Ourselves a hidden blessing. I still feel kind of bad that I killed Sister Frida with a divine blessing, but it was needed, man. Ember there, treasure over here. Awesome. Almost positive that there's armor here. Maybe it's an NPC's armor and I messed up or something? Oh, no, never mind. It's all the way back here. The Ruin set. Let me see if this describes the ruins, actually. Where did that go? That's Wilhelm's helm. That's fun to say. Helm of the company of knights who were sent to the Ring City on an old king's orders. The knights sought the Dark Soul, but were so soundly crushed they had little choice but to swear themselves to the Judicator giant. The ill-fated company was later immortalized in a dark fable, inspiring the aspect of certain golems in whom their name live on. So the Ruined Sentinels are based on these guys, I guess. Interesting. Like I said, the Ring City just has a ton of lore baked into it, especially in all the armor and just the areas in the world. It's remarkable. It legitimately brings a tear to my eye how well they sent off this series with this DLC. It's really wonderful. Okay, so now that we've looted the bridge and killed the Judicator giant, we can now move on. And there's an NPC down here who scares the hell out of me every single time I meet him. It's just the way he is. It's this guy.
By the fire, forsaken, I speak of thine kind and mine. Behold this city. We are kindred, but like two eyes which gaze upon the other. Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin. One was a wayfaring knight on an endless, forbidden search. Only the abyss granted closure, if not reunion with his beloved. Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin. Many of us.
So these are the Locust Preachers. God, sorry, I'm just reading the Factual Life Wiki right now. It's not helpful at all. Anyway, you can kill these guys if you like. There's really no harm in doing so. It doesn't change anything. Oops. These guys are kind of deadly, though. You do want to kill them for some completion, though. Because they... Oh, I thought they drop specific souls. Maybe not. Oof, forgot about that one. So yeah, now it's time to deal with some enemies. Oh, that was weird. Where ambush? Oh, there it is. There's the aforementioned ambush. Okay. Over here. Go further down, then we'll go inside. Oh. There's so many friends. Whoa. That was a weird animation. I feel like I rolled, but my slash was still active. Anywho. Purging Stone. Whoa, that was a mistake. That was a big mistake. Okay, very good. So now we can light this bonfire. And this is where the Ring City kind of gets started proper. So we're out of the intro area. And we are now in the ringed inner wall. However, I want to take a look to see if that Judicator giant is still dead. I can't remember if he's a kill once enemy, so I just want to make sure. These DLC load times take a while. Oh my god. Wow. It is not a kill once enemy. He is back. All good, though. It's good to know. Go back to the ringed inner wall and check it out. So, the ringed city is a pretty big area, but a lot of shortcuts kind of open back up into the early bonfires, so you'll find yourself kind of circling around, very much in like Dark Souls 1 style, which I think is fun. That said, I really can't get enough of the areas in Dark Souls 3, so I just wish there was a little bit more, but it's a lot of fun being here in the Ring City. Okay. Cool. So we have two options here. Let's go this way first. See what's out here. Alright. The Lone Ember. And then right down to the swamp. So we will explore this entire area down here in the swamp later on. Okay, so you want to be careful here. Yep. These guys sort of lurk around most corners, so you got to be really careful. Oh, I see what's happening. I'm pressing R1 and spinning to turn around, but the spin isn't happening. Okay, so there are cursed jars as well as cursed enemies, so you got to be really careful. If you notice that there are any enemies that have crystals around them or they're sort of oozing an aura, those enemies are cursed. And if you also notice that your curse is just sort of like building up and you can't tell why, chances are it's because there's a cursed enemy around you. Right. Alright. So we're about to fight probably the coolest enemy in all of Dark Souls. We're going to fight a ringed knight here in a second. Pretty sure he walks up this staircase. There he is. So this is a Dark Wraith with a Dark Soul sort, or a Dark Sign sort of melted inside of them. These guys are really cool enemies. They come in all shapes and sizes, so you do want to watch out. Oh yeah, they are really cool, man. Can't stress their swagger enough. Whoops. They have a lot of different weapons. Their shields are weapons as well, so you gotta watch out for that. The shields can breathe fire. Alright, there you go. Really good for chunk farming, though, in case you need chunks. Alright. So you're gonna run into a lot of ringed knights, so get ready to fight them. Okay, so I'm gonna come over here to sort of ambush an enemy. This guy right here. Oh god, these guys are the worst. So these guys basically spawn magic circles, but, yep, they can hollow down, and then when they do this, they're healing. But you can flip them over. They're also sort of like, what am I trying to think of? If you played Super Mario World back in circa 1991, Ludwig von Koopa, the boss of the 4th castle near the Butter Bridge, why do I know all these details? He would get into his shell and then sort of spin around the stage and you have to jump over him. These guys are kind of similar, except you can't jump. So they will spin around and try to kill you with their big turtle shells. So you gotta watch out for that. So what you usually want to try to do is like get the jump on them. And if you can flip them over, like as they're almost done casting that that protective ring, you're in pretty good shape. But that ring can also damage you, so it's tough. It's a tough little proposition. Cool. Man, I really know like way too many details about some video games. Okay. So there's two ways through here. We are going to fall down the rafters, but there are a number of enemies that we need to take care of before we do so. There's a ring knight down here. There he is. How you doing, buddy? But then there's another turtle guy on the other level. So I actually think what we're going to do is we're going to fall down a level just to kind of make this a little bit easier on ourselves. We got to jump in here. Very good. Alright. That just saves us from having to deal with him and a ring knight. That guy can also fall down and sort of make your life a living hell. You know, I think I need to correct myself. I don't think there are cursed jars. I think it's just the cursed enemies. But I was sort of remembering Dark Souls 2 cursed jars. So this guy has a spear and a shield. Ooh. Wow, that was pretty lucky. Alright. Okay, so that's... I'm pretty sure that's it for this room, but let me just double check. Yeah, okay. Cool beans. Alright. So out here, things are going to get pretty real. There's going to be a couple of ring knights walking around, as well as those big hollow guys. So let's speak with this door.
Speak thee the name of God, thine own God, if thou canst recall. Ah, then thou'st not forgotten. Perhaps 'tis why we may converse. I am known as Shira, servant to the Princess Filianore, matriarch of the church. They who ken to God's name surely ken to eternity.
Oh god. We gotta come back later. That sucks. Let me get the drop on this guy. Yes! Oh, that's great. Perfect. It worked out really well. Alright, where's the other guy? They sort of travel really far down. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back up here, and I'm not going to resume the conversation just yet. I'm going to take this time to sort of get the... Yeah, battle this guy here. I was going to say get the jump on him, but... What? So I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other one. I'm going to bait him into jumping down. Ow. Come on down. Damn, that did not work the way I wanted it to. I wonder why that didn't work. There you go, buddy. Unreal. This is so weird. It's like the same tactic for the Ancient Whipper. Maybe we can get him closer in here. Perfect. All right. Cool. So let's resume the conversation with Homegirl over here.
Speak thee the name of God, thine own God, if thou canst recall. Ah, then thou'st not forgotten. Perhaps 'tis why we may converse. I am known as Shira, servant to the Princess Filianore, matriarch of the church. They who are ken to God's name are surely ken to the terrors of the dark. Please, I bid thee take not from the princess her peace or rest. As the fire waneth, does she lie by the dark, all for the sake of man. Thou'st a kind heart to speak to a captive such as I. It is no surprise thou rememberest our God. May I ask thee a kindness? Perhaps thou'st beheld the lone dragon that inhabiteth this city. Midir is his name, and the arch-dragons are his forebears. He once railed against the dark, but was by dark afflicted. Now here, returned, he remaineth, to watch over the sleeping princess, true to the old accord. And yet, I would have thee put the dragon to rest, before the dark consumeth him, and his vows are forgot.
So I need to research something really fast. Okay. Alright, so accepting the request allows you to summon her for Midir. I'll tell you the rest after the conversation.
I offer my sincerest gratitude, thou who art ken to God's name. Please, take this. I have asked a thing most terrible of thee. May this token of thanks be of aid. I beg of thee, put the great dragon to rest, afore the dark consumeth him and his vows are forgot. I beg of thee.
Okay, so Filianore is sort of the matron of the church, and Filianore, yikes, ow. Sorry. I'm trying to explain and kill things at the same time. Not really working too well. So Filianore is the matron of the church, and she watches over the world in a sense, or she watches over Princess Filianore, who is sort of keeping the dark at bay and, helping out. But if you were to reach Princess Filianore and traverse to the final area of the DLC, she will invade you after you kill Slave Knight Gael. So I was wondering, if I need to kill Midir first to complete her quest line or get all of her items, it doesn't matter. But accepting her request does... accepting her request does allow you to summon her from Midir, which is great. Whew. Okay, so this little area, believe it or not, this is where Ring City just starts to get crazy. So we had those 3 big guys, a few pygmies, cursed enemies. And we can come in here, and there will be... He's not alone, this guy, so don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Yeah, slowly kite him out. But basically, as soon as you aggro this guy, another Ring Knight is going to basically start patrolling around, and he can find you. So you gotta try to take care of this guy pretty quick. Alright, very good. So you really always gotta watch where you're going here. I swear to you, there's another Ring Knight around here. Dark Spirit, Seeker of the Spurned. I'm hollow. Or I'm unkindled. Seeker of the Spurned? This has to be scripted. Okay, so Alva, Seeker of the Spurned, is guarding the witch set over here. But I'm like pretty sure. Okay, so it's just him. We fought this guy before, so this shouldn't be too hard. We fought him in Irithyll on the way to Irithyll Dungeon. Shit. Ow. Oh no. Big swings. Alright, great. That's Alva. Sorry about that. So that is... It's weird. He's not called Alva here, but he was in... He was in Irithyll. That's why I was confused. So we got the Wolf Ring +3, which I think increases arrow damage. Increases poise. Okay. And then you get the Black Witch set. Shout out to Zuli the Witch, a wonderful Soulsborne content creator. Zuli makes great content. She actually just uploaded a really funny video using a Dark Souls 1 free cam that shows that when you kill Smo in the Ornstein and Smo fight... What was that? When you kill... That was weird. Anyway, when you kill Smo in the Ornstein and Smo fight, Ornstein doesn't get bigger, the arena gets smaller. So it's like really funny how that happens. Okay. That was... I don't know what just died. Anyway, now we can continue down here. We do want to be careful. We come over here. And you knew there was going to be somebody hiding there. Right. Get the moss fruit. Don't walk down the stairs just yet. Walking down these stairs will spawn one of those void head guys. How are you? Hello? I feel like that doesn't actually do anything. I'm trying to be like really careful here. Anyway. Alright. Yeah, so that's... There's generally ring knights hiding out in places. So you do want to be careful. And there's some pygmies above us. Shield starts doing stuff. Be careful. Also, fighting this guy in a tight alleyway, not recommended. So try to kite him out if you can. Shouldn't be too hard, but sometimes these guys can drop aggro. Doesn't really look like it's going to be a problem for this guy. But again, don't walk down the stairs. Ow. Seriously, how many hits do you need? Alright. Man. Big winner. Alright. You really gotta take your time here in the Ring City. No joke. Alright, so there's gonna be... I feel like there's actually another Ring Knight here as well. So be careful. Yeah, a pygmy just dropped behind me. Yep. There's another one. This one's cursed. Be sure to take care of this one really fast. Alright. Cool. Careful when getting this treasure. Something might drop. Nope. The Ringed Knight's Spear. Wonderful. Oh. Okay. So, we're at a little bit of a crossroads here. Right, so these guys now spawn. This is a preacher.
His knowledge was wanting. The world began without knowledge, and without knowledge will it end. Does not this ring clear and true? Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin.
Cool. So these locust preachers just really want to like watch the world burn. It's pretty cool. I like them as characters. I think they're pretty fun. They often scare the hell out of you though, because they just sort of show up. Alright, so those guys spawn, like I mentioned, so we're going to get the drop on this one. Oh god. Oh, thank god. I hit that on, like, the last pixel. One more spawn there. Let's deal with this one first, though. I'm going to run away from him and hope that he drops aggro. This way I can get the drop on him. I don't know if this will work, though. I've never tried to leash these guys so far. Okay, it seems to have worked. And we can, of course, do a plunge onto that one as well. So you're going to get real familiar with this bridge. And I'm hoping that this isn't all for naught. There is a bonfire nearby. That we will use. Oh, Jesus. I don't have enough stamina to roll. We're gonna do this one more time. Run out to drop aggro, and then we'll crush that guy. Whew. Yeah, I really want to kill that one before things got too loud. Oh no! Really? Alright, well, let's do this guy the old-fashioned way. That was unfortunate. I really do wish the windows... Oh no! Oh Jesus, this is really bad. I really do wish the windows for plunging attacks on some enemies in Dark Souls 3 were bigger. Because if you watch my walkthrough for Dragon Peak, when I fought the Ancient Wyvern, I actually failed 3 times trying to plunge onto it. I kept dying. Alright. Very good. Oh, nice. We got the armor. Cool. You can get their helm if you're patient and you kill a lot of them. Alright, so I'm just going to double check over here. I don't believe I forgot anything, but I want to make sure before we actually enter the swamp. The swamp is a monster of an area. There's a lot to do in the swamp, and a lot of enemies, and a lot of easy ways to die. Okay, good. We did everything over here. So, there's a lot of locusts in the swamp. Some are very hostile, some not at all. What we're going to do first, though, is we're going to go seek out the bonfire. So over here first, grab the white preacher head. Luckily, it's not a poison swamp. It just sort of slows you down a little in some parts. So yeah, there's all these baby locusts. These ones can try to kill you. And generally they will run in the direction of bigger locusts. So they're usually out to try to find something. The bigger locusts are... you gotta be careful with them. They have these big... Yep. Knives. And so those can be really deadly. Okay. So we come up here. Walk around here. And there's a bonfire right there. Grab some prison stones. Very good. So let's light this bonfire. And then this door opens at the end of the swamp. So you got to make it all the way through the swamp to open this door. Yeah. So this is literally just like a respite of a bonfire. I am not going to rest, though. I have 6 flasks. I feel like that's enough to do some damage in the swamp. So we'll continue on with this. And then we'll move on. All right. Cool. So there's a couple of ways through the swamp. And there's like quite a lot to do in the swamp. So there's a big Judicator giant there. That guy has some things to say. There's also a Dragonslayer armor in the swamp. I'm not clear on why. I kind of don't know the lore behind why he's here. But he is here. The Judicator giant does have a decent aggro range. So you want to be careful of him. I'm going to come over here, though. Wasn't sure if this guy's hostile or not.
I shall partake.
I love the dialogue here. I shall partake. He's going to eat your brains, man. So good. Okay, so we have a choice here. I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go this way. You want to be careful, though, because there are a couple of those Ninja Turtle guys here that you want to watch out for. These guys are sort of guarding a ladder. So yeah, here's that Spinaroonie attack I was warning you about. Alright, so that's one. So the reason I am choosing to try to kill them is because they can use this attack while you're on a ladder. And it will drop you off the ladder. Oof, alright. So we're going to go up the ladder. And the reason I'm doing it this way is because we already killed some stuff that was sort of a threat to us up here. You know, some of those cursed pygmies or whatever. So this feels like a bit of a safer bet. That said, however, in Dark Souls 3 Cinder's mod, this ladder is a bleepin' nightmare. Let's speak with the preacher.
One poor girl slew her own kin, but even so was embraced, enveloped by the abyss. 'Twas a comfort that neither moon nor sunless sky afforded her before. Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin. One met the dark with learning, but in the end learned his knowledge was wanting. The world began without knowledge, and without knowledge will it end. Does not this ring clear and true? Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin.
Okay. So I think who he's talking about might be Gwyn and Nashandra. I think maybe. Or it could be Vendrick and Nashandra. Or Aldia and Nashandra. Whoops. I think maybe these guys drop souls in New Game Plus. Okay, so in Cinders, this was a nightmare because there's a bunch of ringed knights up here. Oh, no. Oh, well, I don't need what he has. Alright, let's come over here. There's a ringed knight here. I think there was another one behind us in Dark Souls Cinders. Oh, no. This is the same bullshit. Okay, well. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully that guy just patrols around. No, of course. Like, why wouldn't he just come across, right? Will he chase us down the ladder? Oh no. Bro, you were supposed to get stunned. I hit you twice, that's the rule. Ow. Ooh. Thought that was a kill. That was a wonky backstab there. Oh, shit. I, like, really messed that up. This is bad. This really is not going how I wanted it to. Come on. Oh, I ran out of stamina, but that was the poise break right there. Bro, how much stamina do you have? This is impressive. Okay, we got him. Wonderful. I have so many souls right now. Alright, cool. So... okay, that's not to anything. Good. So we're going to go find Lapp now. Our friend from the Dreadkeep. Let me drink real fast. I heard the footsteps. That's how I knew. I heard the footsteps. Okay. Let's go in here. Speak with Lapp. I'm pretty sure he's in here. No? I thought he was sitting on... I thought he sat on that chair. Let me just double check before I get any further. He's on a balcony straight across from the locked shortcut door. Okay, so he did not appear somewhere, so I need to do a little bit of backtracking. And I am doing this the long way. Let me come up here. I'm going to do this the long way, and I'll explain why. So, basically, I don't want to have to kill all of this again, because this area is really difficult. So, I don't know why he wasn't on that balcony before, but I need to go back there. We 100% exhausted his dialogue in the Dreg Heap. I would be shocked if that wasn't the case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the balcony, and I'm going to reload my game. And if that doesn't pop him in there, then the unfortunate news is I need to make a decision. I can't really do much in the swamp with 2 flasks, I know that, so I may just sort of sacrifice the moment. Like, sacrifice the momentum, I should say. And, rest and level up with these 233,000 souls. What? Where the hell did you come from? Oh, it's because I dropped down. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to fight the Dragonslayer armor on 2 flasks. That'd be suicide. Yeah, you should be right here. Alright, let me reload. This is unfortunate. Because, yeah, he is supposed to be sitting in that room. Come on. Damn. Alright. Okay, we'll warp to the Dreg Heap. Ugh, that stinks. It's really not a big deal. This is quite a lot of souls. Alright, so warp to Earthen Peak Ruins, and he should be sitting there. And then we'll warp back here and talk to him again. Son of a bitch, there he is. Now let's talk to him again.
Oh, look at you. You found the treasure. Dashing. Just dashing. You'll make good use of it, I'm sure. Now, this is a little toast from me to you. Not much to speak of, but bottoms up to the greatest warrior there is. This really is a Dreg Heap at the world's end. Mangled remnants from every age and every land. It actually sort of lends credence to the old rumors that the ringed city rests below it all. This really...
Alright. And then you should be back at that balcony. What a bummer. It's really not that big of a deal. It just makes getting back to him kind of a pain. But all good. These things happen. More souls, right? Plus, in reality, we just have to kill the 3 Ninja Turtles and the 2 Ring Knights and a few of the Pygmies. That's really it. Those 2 Ring Knights are just a nightmare, you know? I think in the Cinders mod, those guys were just like... The AI was so aggressive that I couldn't get them off of me. Yeah, but here he is. Let's talk to him again.
Well, fancy meeting you here. A true blessing that we should seek the same place and find ourselves standing here together. I've got the last of my brew. Let's have our own little toast with it. To my search, and to your duty, and to the joy that lies before us. All right then. Bottoms up. Now,
I'm off in search of the Purging monument. Once I find it, everything will come back to me. Who I was, what I lived for, what my name was, and what terrible grudges I held. I don't know. I just have this feeling that that's the kind of man I was. Oh, don't hold it against me. I only think I was.
Alright, so funny enough, he's staring at the Purging monument. It's right here. This little structure where my knife point is, this is the Purging monument. And we will get there before Lapp does, and we'll tell him the location in a little while. But for now, let's go back to Firelink Shrine and level up. Alright, maybe I can get my last 5 faith here. Damn, only 3. Okay. Alright, then let's go back to the ringed city streets. Okay, so back in the streets. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go get Lapp again. Let's kill this locust. We don't want him to partake. These guys can also use their, like, stakes to creepy crawly across the swamp. It's actually a little terrifying. You want to be careful over here because you don't want to accidentally summon the big guys. Okay. Get these. Alright, we're fine here, I guess. Okay, as long as they don't see you, you're okay. Alright. So we gotta deal with these guys again. These ring knights. Let's see if I could shoot lightning at him. Just missed. It's so hard to separate these guys. Try my ladder trick again. See you later. I guess we're gonna find out if these guys can climb. But that helps a good deal. Oh no. Wow, that was a little close. Alright, well, that worked out. Let's just be careful over here. I think I'm gonna have to go kill this one. Watch the curse, though. Alright. Cool, so Lapp should be in here now. Yep, here he is.
Oh, and here we are again. How goes things? I'm rather running in circles, I'm afraid. I can't find the Purging monument. And I've searched high and low. What if it was never here in the first place? Oh, bloody hell. What do I know? Sorry. I know it doesn't concern you. Seeing you all good and well, I just sort of spilled my guts to you. Just forget it all. Like a good hollow would. Yeah. Sorry.
Alright. So, Lapp will remain here until we find the Purging monument. The wiki has some conflicting information that basically says you need to complete his questline before you fight Slave Knight Gael. Then it's crossed out and says that you don't need to, so who really knows. But for now, we're going to leave him there, and then we're going to come this way. Alright. And then I am like 99.99% sure that there is an NPC invasion here. But let's clear this room out first. Yep. There he is. So this guy has Silver Knight stuff. And he's really fast. So yeah, he has like a lot of spin to win moves, so you gotta be really careful. Also high poise. And you can actually like double jump sometimes, so you gotta be careful. Oh boy, yep. That's the one. These guys are so fast in Ring City, it's crazy. Ooh, we caught him at the perfect time there. Big yikes. He's like one hit away. There we go. Alright. So that's Silver Knight Ledo. He drops Ledo's Great Hammer. Alright. We can come out here and get some chunks. Alright. So, the way back is over here. There's a series of drops. You gotta be careful, though. You don't want to drop too far. You want to be on the lookout for a corpse. The corpse, I believe, has a ring on it, judging by that hint. Yeah, right here. Havel's ring +3, lovely. Remember, though... Oh, maybe he died. Maybe he left. We knocked a ring knight down here. So we'll see where he wound up. Alright. No matter. So what we're going to do now is we are going to hug this wall here, and we're gonna try to fight the Dragonslayer armor. We're not gonna try to fight him, we're gonna fight him. No, you shall not. So again, being cautious of the Judicator giant. Careful. Oh, this sucks. Yep, that's the move. That's the one you really got to watch out for. They can do that across the swamp, and it basically allows them to move super fast. Alright. So I'm wondering, why is this here? I don't know. Anywho. Let's come up here. Major yikes. Oh, that was close. We almost died. Oh man, that was really close. White birch bow. Down here. Got a couple of other guys here. Young white branch. So these items are really important. Do not use these until... I'm not trying to sound so strict, but don't use these until I tell you to. Again, I know that sounds so unbelievably strict, but it's for a reason, I promise you. So we're actually getting pretty close to the Dragonslayer armor. We're not ready to encounter it just yet. It's sitting over here. You can see the electricity on its weapon if you look very closely. Church Guardian Shiv. Similar to the Painting Guardian sword, if you look closely at the art. So I'm deliberately clearing all of this out. This may be for naught because we may wind up... Oh, you're kidding me. I sort of rolled right into that. But I want to kill the Judicator, so I'm trying to make it so there's nobody else out here, you know? Because even the little ones can interrupt you. Oh, man. I also know I'm being quiet. Just kind of trying to concentrate. There's not much to explain here other than kill everything in the swamp. That's kind of what we're doing. But we need to be careful as we do it. Alright. Very good. Okay, so that's the vast majority of the locusts. So we're gonna go over to the Dragonslayer armor now. You do want to be careful though. You don't want to stray too far from this area if you can help it. And you want to fight him on ground. This way you can always see his weapon completely. Keep in mind, he's the exact same from his boss fight. There's literally nothing different. Uh-oh. Ah, damn it. I think I forgot that his boss fight took me 4 attempts. So this isn't great. This is risky. I think we're going to be able to kill the Judicator giant. Ow. Oh my good god, dude. So again, you really don't want to stray too far out of this area because there are ring knights patrolling around back. So you got to be really careful when you're over here. Shit. Motherfucker. Okay, well this is take 3. So again, not entirely surprising considering killing him as a boss took 4 attempts. And it wasn't because of the pygmy butterflies that I was dying in that boss fight, so this doesn't exactly come as a shock that I suck at this. Ow. Again, you want to be careful. You don't want to stray too far over, because there are ring knights. Bro, I can't get out of that. Oh, I did not know that was coming. As long as I don't get one shot, I think we're okay. Ow. How are you not dead? There you go. Jesus. Okay, so you get the Iron Dragonslayer set. Let's check that out, see if there's any lore on that. You know there is. Stark melted iron helm of the ancient Dragonslayer armor. The armor, defeated by the champion of Ash in Lothric, was left ages to rust until it slipped into an abysmal swamp, where it was possessed once again by the memory of the hunt. So I guess that confirms that this is in the future because we are the champion of Ash. Interesting. Cool. So we don't actually get to explore any of that, but that's okay. Anyway. Alright, so let's come back over here. I want to clear out the swamp again and try to kill the Judicator giant. What I'm going to do, though, I'm going to be a little smart about this. I'm quickly going to look up a strategy for this. Judicator, giant swamp. Alright. This person appears to be using some crazy weapon. Let's kill some locusts while we wait. Oh, yeah, I really was not paying attention. That's my bad. Alright. So what he does is basically just get in his face, more or less. So let's try that. And now I would like to clear out what we can. Be careful while you're over here. There are ring knights. Yeah, you can see one up there. Whoa, that was a range. Okay. All right, here we go. So he is going to summon archers. Ugh. Shit. How does this work? Alright, let's try this again. I at least want to get my souls back. Holy shit, dude. There's so many archers to deal with. You really gotta just run around them, I guess. I guess you have to just run around the archers until they are completely finished. And then go after him. Again, I've only done Ring City like once or twice, so... I do remember this guy, being difficult to kill. I do remember that. I love how the locusts just, peek up out of the swamp. I think it's, so funny looking. Go get our souls again, at least. Oh my god. Alright, so the archers are gone, at least. Alright, so he may summon... Got him. Wonderful. Okay, very good. So that only took 3 tries. So you get a Hidden Blessing. I'm pretty sure the Hidden Blessing is just farmable, so that's good. But then he's also guarding this treasure here, which is the Soul of a Weary Warrior. But of course, he's also guarding other stuff, so... Cool. That worked out great. So basically, the strategy is just keep rolling through the archers until they are completely gone, and then go in on them. The Ringed Knight Straight Sword. Okay, I think this is a priest.
So, she lived in fear of the dark, of the things that gnawed at her flesh, and yet the abyss hath yet to produce any such creature. Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin. And so, despite his weighty armor, he lived in fear of a delicate thing, little more than a girl. Where fire resideth, shadows twist and shrivel, but in the abyss there are shadows none. Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin. And so...
I'm pretty sure he's talking about Vendrick and Nishandra.
There. I remember now. Let the feast begin. Let the feast begin.
Okay.
I shall partake.
Shall partake, huh? Alright, back over here. So there are a number of ring knights around. So we do need to be careful. Of course, there's locusts that are just peeking their cute little faces out of the swamp.
I shall partake.
They're just trying to partake.
Such like will say.
Alright.
I shall partake.
Very good. Alright, grab this treasure. The Preacher's right arm. Pretty cool. Sort of like the Amygdalin arm. It's like the arm of your enemy. This is Soul of a Weary Warrior. So I'm going to come over here. And what I'm actually doing right now is I'm really just trying to avoid everything. I'm trying to like get all the aggro to drop off of me. And let me confirm if that Dragonslayer armor is a kill once enemy. I think it is, given that it dropped its armor set. Yeah, okay, that's good to know at least. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to get involved with some ring knights. These guys come in groups. You can see them now. There's one here where my knife point is, and there's another one here. But then there's another one to the left. So there's really quite a lot going on. And you want to kill these now and not get too involved with everything else. God damn it. I tried. So basically that starts a patrol. Let me kill this. Can I attack it from this angle? There's also an NPC invasion here. So I am trying to be mindful of that. Oh no. Alright. Probably knock this one off the cliff. No such luck. Oh, cool. Dramatic. Give me your armor. Damn it. He did not heed my request. So there's a dragon. Somewhere close. Almost positive you could see it somewhere. Oh, man, I really don't know how we're going to manage this. We have to do it this way, though, because those young white branches from earlier have to be used. I didn't hit it, but I guess I managed to get one alone. So this is exciting. Be careful of the cliff. Be very, very careful of the cliff. Alright. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay, let's go get this one before the patrol comes around. Again, you want him off the roof. You don't want to have to 2v1 with the patrol. Yeah. Ow, bro. Not cool. All right, final one. So I'm actually going to wait for it. I'm not going to try to rush it at all. Because I think there's only 3, but I don't want to get surprised by a 4th and get overwhelmed and die. Because we're like really unbelievably close to our destination here. So you can fight this guy on the roof. Oof. And his delayed hits are so mean. This is risky. Gotta love the clang. Alrighty. Cool. So like I said, there is an NPC invasion. I don't know if she invades while you're hollow. I am sincerely hoping she doesn't. I am not trying to hear that noise. Right, so there's Dark Reader Midir. We will deal with him later. Okay. Oh god, there's still like a little bit to do, so I'm just trying to not get super excited. All right. Cool. So there's a door here. This door is in front of the bonfire. Do not rest here. We're not done yet. What you want to do is you want to use the young white branch, or a young white branch, in a very specific location. And it's easiest if we do this after all those ring knights are dead. It becomes exponentially easier to do. Midir cannot hit you from here, don't worry. His roar surprised me. So what we're going to do is we're going to kill this locust. Whatever you do, do not die at this point. Alright. Make sure that you are in the swamp. Okay? And then you're going to put a young white branch on your bar. You should have plenty of these things. Ugh, I forgot to explain it. It's okay. Let me just run back and I'll explain what we're about to do. I did not explain the context for this at all. It's okay, though. Alright, so go to that shortcut door. And there will be a wall. And on that wall will be a message. A message of love. Right here. So there's an engraving. The engraving says, show your humanity. If you look up, there's like a little chimney that you can go into. Hitting this wall doesn't do anything. So we have some work to do. Let me come up here, though. Dragon ahead. Oh, okay. It's just the perch. So, like I said, you want to get into the swamp and like make sure that you are in the swamp. And then you're going to use a young white branch. So young white branch casts Chameleon on you. Nope. We gotta be deeper in the swamp. What? You have to be deep? Did I miss something? You're supposed to turn into a humanity sprite. There we go. Alright, so I guess it depends on where you use it, but you want to turn into a humanity sprite. And as you can see, you move like hilariously slow as a humanity sprite. I guess use it over in that area, and that should guarantee it. So, as a humanity sprite, what you want to do is walk back to that shortcut door. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. You can go the other way, that's fine, if you've killed everything. There are some locusts that can sort of like mess your day up if you're not careful. This is definitely the long way, but the reason I kind of don't care is because, one, we've killed all the ring knights, and so this is like the safest route for me. And also you get this like little dramatic walk. Whatever you do, don't dodge while doing this. You cannot run as a humanity sprite. Technically, you are still chameleoned So rolling out of Chameleon will dispel you, pretty much. If you don't have any young white branches in your inventory, or if you tried too many times and failed, I'm almost positive you can go buy them from the Shrine Handmaiden. I'm 99.9% sure. Young... Oops. What the hell? I just clicked into an ad for Black Desert Online somehow. Hang on. Young White Branch. Young White Branch. Sold by the Shrine Handmaid for 1,000 souls after giving her the Xanthus Ashes. And then the Xanthus Ashes, I believe, are found Cathedral of the Deep. Irithyll Dungeon. Found on a body in the room filled with many jailers, within the jail cell to the left of the entrance to the profaned capital, opposite the jail cell holding the red eye lycanthrope. So it's in Irithyll Dungeon. So if you ran out, just go buy him. So as a humanity sprite, just walk over here, and the puzzle is solved. And there you go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to climb the ladder, and we're going to go find the Purging Monument for Lapp. So this also leads to Dark Eater Midir. We're not going to worry about Midir for now. Snake Eater. Okay, cool. So this will give us access to this area here. Just be careful, because there are a number of ring knights. Yeah. Okay. This might have been a terrible decision. Oh, there's also... Shit. There's also a Judicator here. Yep, there he is. Doing his thing. Be careful when fighting. You don't want to get hooked up by a jailer or by a Judicator. There, yeah, there we go. Okay, so take 3 and die to the Ring Knight again. This is actually a really good setup for us. Uh-oh. So stabby. Alright. Hey, you. Ow. Can I get out of this? Ah, bad news. Shit. Okay, let me heal up. Oh god. Oh no. Oh my god. That was so intense. Wow. Okay. Great. Give me the chunky chunk. Alright, so I'm trying to be mindful here of where we are. Because there's still stuff to do here, and I don't want to mess up. I very badly don't want to mess up. That was the drop. The Judicator was here on his little slab. These are dead ends. Okay. Whew, man, that was intense. Alright, let's go down the stairs. Don't fall off. Do not fall off. Alright. There's a ladder here. I'm just checking. Right, so this is literally like the beginning of this area. This is the big staircase with the church over here. Crazy. Alright. Check over here. Yeah, come over here. I don't even care. Dragon head shield. Okay. And then let's come over here. So this is the Purging monument. Alright. So we can pray to the Purging monument, request absolution, dissolution, cure curse, do all that. I haven't sinned, so I don't need it. But this is the Purging monument. So what we got to do is we got to alert Lapp to its location. Jesus. How can we do this better? Better, faster, stronger. Can we sneak around these guys? That would actually be fantastic. So Lapp is in this building here. Alright. Cool. Alright, let's speak with Lapp and let him know the location.
What did I come here in search of? Damn. Stop it. I'm unbreakable. Unbreakable. Are you certain of that? No. Sorry, I know you'd never lie to me. Thank you. Thank you kindly. I'll speed right on over. It won't be long now before I know everything. Who I was, what I lived for, and what my name was. And I'll have you to thank for it all. Ah, thank you. Most sincerely. I swear upon my birth name that I am your friend. No matter what might come out, no matter what I was, if you would do me the honor, allow me to be a true friend. Always. It won't be long now before I know everything. Who I was.
Okay, so I guess I misspoke a little. I could have sworn that that was the entrance to Midir, but I guess not. Anyway, I'm going to drop down here and take life into my own hands, I guess. Actually, instead, I'm going to Homeward Bone. Let me just double check something. Where is Midir's entrance? Ah, okay. It's not. That is literally just the Purging monument. Okay. So what I'm going to do, since we have so many souls, I am going to level up. And being quite honest with you, it's currently 12:48 a.m. on a, I guess, Wednesday morning now. I am going to level up. And I'm going to take a break. This walkthrough is already 2 hours long-ish. So I want to be mindful of that fact.
Mayst thou thy
we still have quite a while to go, probably like another hour and a half. So this is definitely going to be like the longest walkthrough of history. Sunlight Spirit still can't use, need level 40 for that. Lightning Storm is 45. Okay. But I can use Lightning Stake now. Oops. Love it. Cool. Alright, so what I'm going to do is let's warp back, but similar to what I did with Archdragon Peak, I'm going to seamlessly transition this into a different day. So I'll likely pick this up tomorrow. For now, though, good evening, and I hope this has helped so far. Alright, so back in the Ring City. We're now going to head towards Dark Eater Midir. Just on the bridge, we're not going to fight him just yet. That comes later. That'll be in the next part, like I said. So that is Midir. He's already toasted me once, so my souls are over there, as you can see. And so what we need to do is we need to drop down. Yes, come over here. So there's a ring knight here. You can get the drop on him. Not really. Be careful of the wall. Yep, knew that was coming. Alright, cool. Eventually we're going to get that chest plate. Okay. Come down here. That's the Dragonite Great Shield, the one that the spear wielders use. I guess there's no way across from there. Alright. So we will have to drop off at this bridge. Just need to check where. Yeah, so Midir is here now. Oh my god. Is that not what we're supposed to do? Am I, like, losing my mind? Let's try that again. Maybe you're just supposed to drink and brute force it? It kind of doesn't sound right, but maybe that is the move. Okay, so let's try this again. I looked it up, and apparently it is just a brute force sort of thing. I know you eventually drop down over there. I know that that's a thing. But let me tuck behind here. Right. I knew that there was a trick here. I might have waited too long now, though. Alright, so at least we know you can hide there. And then, right, you drop here. Alright. Yeah, it's not a total crapshoot, as they would have you believe. There's always a way around. Okay, we're going to come in here and turn left and go into the crypt here. So if you have been doing Lapp's storyline, LOL, if you've been doing Lapp's storyline, then you will come across his next sort of step, if you will, while you're in this crypt. We have been invaded. This is an NPC invasion, So, it's gonna happen. Okay. There he is. He looks an awful lot like Aegon of Kareem. Trying to kick you off, bro. Alright, he drops the blindfold mask. That was close. The blindfold mask. An eye, including mask of unknown origin, small cracks allow the wearer to see. Strengthens dark attacks, but also increases damage sustained from dark. This purple steel creation has a certain resemblance to the Firekeeper's crown, but the similarity is purely cosmetic. Interesting. There's going to be a bonfire soon. Drop here. Okay. So what we have now is a choice. You can either... Oh, this is where we came from. Okay, so, very good. So you walked up the stairs, you fell down, and so we're going to come over here now. But you can see this little red piece here. So let's approach that.
Every age, it seems, is tainted by the greed of men. Rubbish to one such as I, devoid of all worldly wants. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way we are. I'll stick you in my prayers. A fine dark soul to you.
Okay, so Lapp has figured out his identity. It's Patches. Surprise to no one. If you pay close attention to voice actors, that sort of shouldn't be too much of a shock to you. I shouldn't say that. That sounded a little like, you should have known, but like, the voice actor is the same, so if you listen closely to voice actor too, you'll know. Alright, so this is a mimic. You can sort of see it breathing. So, it's been a while. You know what's funny? I never got my symbol of avarice. I never got it. Usually it's guaranteed off of the last mimic you ever fight, but I never got it from anywhere. I wonder if I missed a mimic somewhere. Anyway, you get the Ring of the Evil Eye +3 there. And I swear to you that there's a bonfire here somewhere. Oh my god. I thought he was out of the parry stance. Alright, so this is the beginning here. So what you can do is you can reload and get the crystal lizard to respawn if you like. I'm not going to bother. Yeah, here's the bonfire. Okay. So we're going to light that, but we're not going to use it just yet. I just light it. It's for the looks. I don't bite it. Or sorry, I just bite it. It's for the looks. I don't light it. But we do light it. Alright. So over here. Damn. Alright, so we gotta... How the hell do we get back up there again? Oh, okay. That's how we do it. I'm pretty sure that's Lapp's armor set. Well, you know what we should do in this case? Let's reload, get the crystal lizard back, and then we gotta go that direction anyway. We're actually pretty close to the boss. And it's going to be a back-to-back boss encounter here. It's two separate encounters, but you basically go from one boss to the other right away. And these Ring City load times are kind of long. Well, that, honest to God, defeated the purpose of what we were just doing, because I had to drop down to get it. I wasn't expecting that. It's okay, though. Cool. Come over here, and then we get Lapp's armor. There you go. Beware of you bastard, that's funny. Alright, very good. Alright, let's drop down here and then just do one more loop around and get back to the bonfire and then carry on. Alright. That's funny, I probably could have just jumped across to here now that I'm looking at that geometry. Okay, awesome. So we're done with the shared grave. So we are now going to go back outside, and now it's time to actually, excuse me, fight Midir. There's a somewhat of a cheesy strategy that you can employ. So just hide behind here. You got to tuck in deep, and then once the fire is done, you want to run to Midir's paw here. Make sure you give yourself enough time to get away, and then you're going to bait out the flame breath again, and just rinse and repeat this whole thing. That wasn't the actual flame breath you wanted to bait out. You want to literally stand in front of the boss. Yeah, exactly. And get that one. And then Midir will do that. And then we just do this over and over. And you can see that the boss does have a pretty big health bar. But that's okay. We'll take care of it little by little. And we're doing this to get Midir to drop off the cliff. I guess this is technically optional. I don't really know if you need to do this to actually fight the boss or not. I've never actually looked. But this is how you do it anyway. Oh boy. Now I'm going to switch to Lightning Stake. That didn't really do much. We're about halfway done. Macaronies. Yeah, I just wanted to get the cycle back. The head takes more damage than anything, so that's why I'm including a headshot there. Alright, so once that happens, walk up to the head, and you get a critical, and then this sends Midir off the bridge. And you won't have to worry about him again in this area. Alright, but remember, Midir was blocking access to a number of treasures on the bridge below us, so it's important that we go back there in a moment. Okay. So, there's a really funny shortcut somewhere. Back here. Right. Okay, so it's a little confusing, this room. So we came up this staircase. There's a statue of Gwyn, and who we can assume is the Furitive Pygmy. And then we can take this elevator. And this elevator leads to a gate. And this goes back to the very first bonfire here in the Ringed City. Actually, not the very first, but you know what I mean. Okay, so now we have a shortcut to this boss. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go offline. The reason I'm doing this is because Mets made some roster moves. Lincoln Horn is back. Okay. Anyway, the reason we're doing this is because the boss that we're about to fight is a PvP boss. So if you played Demon Souls and you fought the Old Monk, you'll know that the Old Monk summons players to play as the boss, and then it becomes a PvP fight. But if you play offline, you just get an NPC, and the fight is predictable. So that's what we're doing. I feel like that's a bit better for a walkthrough, because showing you how to fight one player will not tell you how to fight a different player. So that's what we're doing. I am leaving certain things unsaid here for a very specific reason. I don't want to show you how to get this just yet, and I don't want to show you how to fight Midir just yet. That'll be in the next part of the walkthrough. But basically, look for another exit out of this elevator, and you'll get to Midir. For now, though, come over here, and this guy's a total gangster. He has... Oh, I actually forgot. I'm dumb. Forgot to go to that bridge that I told you not to forget about. Can't believe I forgot that. Okay, little detour. Now, the quickest way to do this is to actually go bonfire warping. Although, as I'm saying that, it may actually be to drop through the shared grave. But, whatever. Okay. And once we collect all these treasures, I'll just warp back. Man, this is a long walkthrough. I really forgot how long the Ring City was. I think the longest walkthrough for Ashes of Ariandel was like an hour and a half. This is easily like 2.5 hours, almost 3. These guys are annoying. Let's tuck in here really quick. Oh, can you see Midir here? No. Interesting. Rubbish. And a weary warrior. That's it, huh? That's the whole ball game. I guess that's it. Okay, well. Let's go ahead and warp back, and then we will warp to the final bonfire. Not the final bonfire, but the most previous one. Oh. Wrong bonfire. Oh, man. That was embarrassing. Right, the Ring City inner wall is what we're looking for. And then we'll go fight the Spears of the Church. Okay, great. So now we can go through this gate and then take the elevator back down to the bridge. So again, there's an exit off this elevator right there that will allow you to access Midir along with this object here. All right, so we got to fight this clown. This dual greatsword wielding ring knight. I mean, I just don't know if there's anybody cooler. Ow. He's very deliberate in his motion, so it's really not much to worry about. Ring Knight Armor, Titanite Chunk, Ember. Wow, that's a good loot right there. I don't know if that's guaranteed or not. If it is, great. Okay, so we have the Divine Spear Monument, and we can't actually use this yet. We can't join this covenant until after you kill Midir. So after you kill Midir, you'll get a covenant item to join the Spears of the Church, and then after every successful boss fight that you partake in as the boss, you get a Filianore spear ornament. And this is the monument that you bring you to. And here's a ritual spear fragment. I guess you could offer one. You have to jump here? A couple twinkling titanite. Alright, very good. So, this boss fight is pretty interesting. The first person we have to kill is Judicator Argo. But upon death, Judicator Argo summons the real boss, which will either be a player or an NPC if you're playing offline like we are.
Unknowing visitor, return from whence thou camest. The abyss runneth deep, by the king's decree. None may disturb our mistress's slumber.
Yeah, we're not going to listen to him. Okay, so he's really similar to the Judicator Giants. So it's not too much of a different fight. And then the old monk, not the old monk, sorry, the church spear has a curved sword and a number of miracles that you got to watch out for. But he doesn't have much health, and you can sort of bum rush him because he's just a human. So it's really not that hard of a fight.
The king's decree is no trifling matter. I, Judicator, justice, spear of the church, sworn to to the roar that summons thee.
So he's summoning the church spear. Oh, sorry, he summons painting guardians for now. So, you definitely want to kill these guys as quickly as you can. And they're just as annoying. Yeah, so I guess Judicator Argo dies at some point. You definitely want to kill Painting Guardian. I'm hoping we didn't mess up there by not killing the Judicator by ourselves, but I don't think we did. Alright, so that is the Painting Guardian. And, ow. So luckily the Homing Crystal Soul Mass doesn't really do much. This guy does have, oh my god, yeah, that's the attack. But he can sort of send this mist towards you. Gotta be careful. Ow. Puts up like an electric fence, like a weirdo. Getting in on him is the problem. Yeah, his curved sword swing is just so fast. There we go. So just use your weapon's sort of distance to your advantage. Yikes, bro. And again, this will be a player if you're playing online. As long as there's somebody around for the Judicator to summon. Alright, another Painting Guardian up. So I'm almost positive these guys can heal the boss, so you want to be very careful. Ow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just healed the boss. I should also mention, you can parry this boss. I'm just not good at parrying in Dark Souls 3. Come on. Ah, bro. That was a lot of damage. I also really do not respect the instant homing Crystal Soul Mass. I don't respect that at all. Alright, there you go. There's Halflight Spear of the Church. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to walk back here. And there's going to be a bonfire, along with an elevator for us. Before we do that, let's go back to Firelink Shrine and level up, because I am 2 faith points away from, I'm 2 faith points away from getting the spell I want. Yeah, these DLC load times are wild.
Very well then taken. Mayst thou?
Okay. Never mind. I need 40, I think. Yeah. Alright, let's go back to the Church of Filianore, and then we will fight what is effectively the final story boss of Dark Souls 3, and that is Slave Knight Gael. The person we've sort of been chasing after the entire DLC. From the Cathedral of the Deep to the painted world of Ariandel, now to the Ringed City. Now let's take the elevator up. You do want to be careful, because you can be invaded here. Alright, open the door. And inside is Princess Filianore. So, just to give you your bearings, hopefully I don't get invaded. Basically, where is this in relation? Right. So we started this DLC on this rock here, where my knife is. This is the bridge that we crossed. Yeah, so that's where we started. That's the bridge we crossed with the Shade Archers. Just to give you your bearings. Very well built world. Alright, let's touch the Embrace Shell and see what happens. So you can see Lothric and Anorlando in the same place now. It's always an illusion. It's always a lie. That's the story of Dark Souls. Alright, cool. So to prepare for this boss fight, I'm going to unequip everything from my bars. And then we now have access to this bonfire, which is Filianore's Rest. Alright. So this isn't really an exit. And now we have some stuff going on here. So there is this sort of dude crawling through the sands. If he reaches Filianore, I think he just dies. I don't think he actually gives anything. Let me just double check, though. Pygmy in the sand, Filianore's Rest. So this is the Pygmy King.
Filianore. Please, the Red Hood is come to eat us, to eat our dark souls.
Alright, so if we look at him, he's wearing a crown. His throat has been cut. And he's wearing some, like, I don't know, I would say like once regal robes. And the Red Hood is Slave Knight Gael, of course. So we need to follow this trail of blood and then fight Gael. Gael is a two-phase fight. During the first phase, it's a pretty tame fight in the desert. There's really not much to say. You just gotta roll through his sword attacks. There's a lot of delayed swings. Phase 2 is where the real fight begins. So you want to enter Phase 2 with as many flasks as possible. And he becomes like Artorias on crack. It's a really fun, just 1v1 fight, similar to Artorias, Nameless King, Gwyn, Soul Cinder, something like that. He does have a crossbow machine gun that you got to watch out for. Yes, you heard correctly, a crossbow machine gun. He can shoot this while jumping in the air. He can also sort of summon lightning to strike you, and you'll notice you just got to avoid the black spots on the ground for the lightning. But just be aware that even after you kill him, lightning can still strike, like in those last few seconds, so you got to be very careful. All right.
What? Still here? Hand it over, that thing, your dark soul. For my lady's painting.
Yep, very similar to Artorias throwing the corpse your way. So in this first phase, I don't recommend locking on. And unfortunately, in the very first encounter with him, you're going to fight him in a bit of a different place. So normally he would be sort of like running up the sand at you. But since this is our first time fighting him, we get to fight him here. You don't have to fight him here, though. It's really up to you. Locking on it's a choice. I don't always recommend it with bosses that sort of fly around like this. But up to you. It's your choice. As Chef Marco Pierre White says. So we're just whittling him down at this point. Yeah, when he screams, he's going to thrash around like a madman. And then end it with that attack. Generally get a couple swings on him after that. Yeah, so I guess he could be staggered, just not riposted, which kind of sucks, but is what it is. I think you only have to get him down to like 70% here. I don't think you gotta fully drain his life bar or anything. Whoa, I thought I was out of that. Come on. Ugh, bro, just drinking. Alright. Come on. Oh, buddy. I don't know what these long-range attacks are. I have used so many flasks. This is terrible. Okay, very good. So here we go into Phase 2. Phase 2 is where it gets real. So if you have fought him in the desert, you're going to want to run down to this spot. You want to fight him on as even ground as possible. And what I mean by that is, like, level ground. That's what you want to do.
The blood of the dark soul.
Alright. So this is Slave Knight Gael now. This is when things get really real. So he has this red aura that he can send out at you. He basically looks like Dracula if, like, From Software made a Castlevania game, which I always hope for. So you gotta watch out for that. It comes out of his sword, but he can also exude it out of his body. Similar to the Elder Grus in Theron Keep. Very, very similar. So there's the machine gun crossbow. Told you about that. Probably gonna just start off... Alright, yeah, so he has Way of the White Corona. That's really easy. The projectiles are easy enough to avoid, but they do come back, which is, like, hilarious. Yeah, so those skulls can come out of the sword and his cape, so you gotta watch out. But very, very similar mechanic to the Elder Grus of Theron Keep. And they sort of provide, like, a double hit on a lot of attacks. Luckily, though, he just has, like, a lot of overhead slashes that are easy enough to avoid. But, he can follow them up sometimes. That's why you want to be on even ground. This way you can successfully walk through them. Or roll through them, I should say. Yeah, you saw how his cape came down there. So we're going to watch out again for the Coronas coming back. Yep, there they go. They go back into him, so he's always the center of gravity for those. Oh, that was an early roll. He just pulls out the gat. This is why when people were surprised by Sword Saint Ishin in Sekiro having a gun, I was not surprised at all. Like, it definitely caught me by surprise, where I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like, Gael had one of those. Alright, so he's going to explode. Alright, so you can use the thrones to sort of block it if you like, but he can break the thrones. Yep, so. Alright, now you see these dark orbs all around. That signifies that lightning's coming. And now you gotta worry about the skulls. Yep, so that's... He's literally shooting the crossbow while jumping in the air now. So he has fully evolved. Lightning is coming now. You can see the spots on the ground. Just want to watch out for those. That third hit was pretty greedy, but I went for it anyway. So the skulls are easy enough to avoid for the most part. I love that attack, man. I just love staring at it. The first time he hit me with it, I legit just sort of stared at it like, are you kidding me? You can do that? Yeah, so watch out for the Gru skulls there. Oh, the lightning's gonna drop. Ow. Ooh, that was really quite close. I was lucky. I kind of managed to avoid most of that. Oh, he just got struck by lightning. That's funny. Please don't kill me. Ow. I'm gonna heal back up to full. Alright. So he's not dead. He has one hit left. There you go. That's Slave Knight Gael. But look, lightning can still strike, so you gotta be careful. So. Okay, so, killing Gael, we get the soul of Slave Knight Gael and the blood of the Dark Soul. We're not done yet. There's still a little bit more to do here. Alright, so, just trying to think of the quickest way to do this. What is this bonfire called again? Oh, Slave Knight Gael. Alright, so let's walk back up here, and there is going to be an NPC invasion for us. Up here. Okay, so we're heading back towards Filianore's area. However, there's another section of this desert with a building. And so that's where we want to go. It's like kind of hard to find sometimes, though. I think it's in this valley. Excuse me. Down here? This is what sort of worries me about Elden Ring, is I hope that they get better at, like, showcasing open world areas, because I'm so fucking lost right now. Okay, maybe it's over here. That's Filianore's tower. Oh, it's right here. It's right. I just missed this. I thought this was part of the tower. I was going to say we should like warp back to Filianore's bonfire and then do that, but it's easier. Anyway, I have very high hopes for Elden Ring. That was sort of a sarcastic remark. I watch that trailer basically every day for the music. Okay, so as long as you're kindled, there will be an NPC invasion here, and it's going to be for Filianore's protector, Shira, who we spoke to in the Ring City streets. She was behind that locked church door. So once you step in here, she invades. There she is.
Searched for thee, dark-stricken creature. I am Shira, daughter of the Duke, descendant of gods, and trusted friend to Midir. At once, I am the honor of the gods, the glory of fire, and the fear of the dark. Thou shalt not go unpunished for thy treachery, thy profanity, and thy shameless yearning.
Alright, I just wanted you to hear all that. Fighting her here makes it so you can't summon her from Midir, but she's kind of useless on Midir anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Man, that does so much damage. I love that spell, actually. In Dark Souls 3 Cinders, you get that spell really early, which is super nice. But she's not too hard to kill. You do got to watch out for this big-ass weapon, though. It sort of hides in the sand. Oh, good lord.
Remember this.
Holy shit, she messed me up. So I don't think you can pray for forgiveness and get her back for the summon. I'm pretty sure like once you touch Filianore's egg, it's kind of over. This is take 3, and I think I just realized something here. I'm pretty sure this is like the bombed out version of the church that you find her in the Ring City streets. I'm almost positive it's the same place. I could be wrong, but...
I am the honor of the gods, the glory of fire, and the fear of the dark. Thou shalt not go unpunished for thy treachery, thy profanity, and thy shameless yearning.
Man, she heals so much. Bro. I don't think I should mess with her when she has Power Within on. It's probably just a terrible idea. It's funny, she takes so much damage, but she heals so much with her flask. Okay, so she's out of Estus finally. And her Power Within really does not last long at all. Oh, never mind. Buddy. Finally, Shira's dead.
Never would I ever forgive thy lowly kind.
Okay, so we get the crucifix of the Mad King and a Titanite slab from Shira. And then what we're going to do now is we are going to warp back to the streets. And we're going to enter that church. So we just have a couple enemies to kill, and then we'll enter the church, and then that'll actually be it for the walkthrough. We'll go back to Firelink and level. And then the final part of the Dark Souls 3 walkthrough will be Dark Eater Midir, who, frankly, I've only ever killed once, and I gave up on after... I think I gave up on it for like over a year, until I watched Daniel Bloodworth, the Easy Allies, kill it with Pestilent Mist. And I was like, oh, that doesn't sound like a terrible idea. I'm trying to think what the best bonfire for this is. This is the swamp, but sort of near the stairs. This is the safer route. Let's do this. Alright. Yeah. I'm just gonna try to skip everything. The only thing that sort of worries me is the Ring Knight. But I think we could manage him, no problem. Oh no. Holy shit. I have no idea how I just lived. Anyway. Back on the streets. This door is now open. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't the same place. Anyway, there's a treasure waiting for us here, which is Shira's set. Let's read the description on Shira's crown. Crown of Shira, knight in service to Filianore. Finely crafted with silver and fashioned with a pearl from a man-eater shell. A man-eater shell? Shira delivered the crucified Mad King to a dark room, where she stayed in her formal wear, even though none would see her. So, the crucified Mad King is not in here, but this is supposed to be like the dark room, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't really know the lore very well. But that is it. That is the ball game for all the story stuff in the Ring City. There is one final thing for us to do, though. And, excuse me, you're really never going to guess where it is. So, if you remember, the painter in the painted world of Ariandel, Jesus, mentioned to us that Uncle Gael was finding her new paint. And what Uncle Gael was really doing was trying to find the Dark Soul. And so, how do I put this? So that Pygmy King that we saw crawling along the sand, Gael sliced his neck and drank his blood. And so that's why when Gael, spit out blood, he said, "Is this the blood?" That is the blood of the Dark Soul. So if we read our key items here, blood of the Dark Soul. Blood of the Dark Soul that seeped from the hole within Slave Knight Gael. Used as pigment by his lady in Ariandel to depict a painted world. When Gael came upon the Pygmy Lords, he discovered that their blood had long ago dried, so consumed the Dark Soul. So the Pygmies don't really age. They're not affected by aging, but their blood dries out. So when Gael realized this, he just ate the Dark Soul within the Pygmy King himself. So this fraction of the Dark Soul was passed down to Pygmy King. And so Gael ate it. It had crazy effects, and he went nuts, and it started corroding his chest. And so this is the blood. Pretty gross. Yeah, but what we can do is we can come up here to the painting room in the attic, and then we can speak to the painter and give her the blood.
My thanks, Ashen One. With this will I paint a world. Please tell me thy name. I would name this painting after thee. My thanks. I will paint a world of that name. 'Twill be a cold, dark, and very gentle place. And one day, it will make someone a goodly home. I wonder when Uncle Gael intends his return. I hope the new painting will be to him a gentle home. My thanks, Ashen One. I will assuredly finish the painting of a cold, dark, and very gentle place. One day, it will make someone a goodly home.
Actually, I don't think she could die.
My thanks.
Yeah, the painter can't die. Anyway, so that sort of concludes the story of the DLC. So we give the painter Gael's blood. She starts a new painting, and it's sort of implied that the cycle continues. However, we have killed Gael. He's never coming home. We never see the painter finish the painting. I sort of hoped for a while that we would see something, a third DLC for Dark Souls 3 or something, but it hasn't come to fruition yet. Alright, so with 40 faith, we can now use Sunlight Spear. Boom. Love it. Okay, cool. So in the next walkthrough, actually, you know what we're going to do? Yeah, we'll do that in the beginning of the next walkthrough. I was going to spend all of my souls and level up. But in the next part of the walkthrough, part 22, it will be the final part of the Dark Souls 3 full playthrough walkthrough, and we'll be killing Dark Eater Midir. Completely optional boss, very hard dragon fight. I've only killed it once, but it's really a tough cookie to crack. Similar to Ancient Dragon, like you just in Dark Souls 2, you just sort of like give it a manicure, but it takes a decent amount more damage than Ancient Dragon did. But it flies around, it has beams, it has fire, it has the dark, it's got everything. It's so much fun to do. But that'll be the next one, and it's like a really great send-off to the series. But if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Dark Souls 3, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video or donating to the channel using the link in the description below. Alright, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.